Hey, so in my video that I posted earlier today, in regards to the new covenant, I said that, I mentioned replacement theology, and I said, that it, comes from Calvinism. And, replacement theology, it's false, and, Calvinists do, believe that heresy. However, it actually comes from the Roman Catholic Church and Satan, okay? And there's other groups also that believe in replacement theology. I mean, even Joseph Smith, the founder of the Mormons, he would call, ironically, he would refer to, the Jews as Gentiles, and he would think that the Mormons were like the Jews and stuff. But, and Calvinism, comes out of the Roman Catholic Church. It's like kind of a spin-off. I mean, John Calvin, who was inspired by Augustine, who was Catholic. And, the Roman Catholic Church, they have a hatred for the Jews, okay? And the Roman Catholic Church also does not believe in the rapture. And so when they teach stuff about the tribulation, and when they, verses about like, the time of Jacob's trouble and stuff, they try to say that that's talking about the church. And I think also a reason why they deny the rapture is because they teach purgatory, and if you if you have a rapture, there's no purgatory. And so they want to promote purgatory and other heresies, and a little leaven leavens the whole lump. Okay. So that's my little addendum about how replacement theology came out of the Catholic Church and spread to other cults. But I also want to point out here in 1 Corinthians chapter 10, towards the end, here in verse 32, it says, "Give none offense neither to the Jews, nor to the Gentiles, nor to the church of God." If replacement theology is true, then that's a really weird verse, right? And obviously replacement theology is not true. There's a bunch of promises that God promises to Israel that hasn't been fulfilled, and Zechariah is also a good book to look at, where it obviously proves that God is not done with Israel if you just look at Zechariah, and Romans 9 through 11, etc. But look, here in 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 32, here's three groups, okay? The Jews, the Gentiles, and the Church of God. Those are three distinct groups. The Church of God is made up of saved Jews and Gentiles, okay? People who have trusted in the Lord Jesus Christ, who believe the gospel. Believe that Jesus Christ, God manifested in the flesh, died for their sins, according to the scriptures, was buried and rose again on the third day. That's the Church of God. That's us. Okay. Now, in my flesh, I'm a Gentile, And I'm going to use Greg Jackson as an example, right? In Greg Jackson's flesh, he's a Jew. But because we both believe the gospel, God groups us in his church, okay? And look, if God was totally done with Israel, this verse would read something like, give no offense to the church and give no offense to everybody else. Or give no offense to, the Gentiles that don't give offense to the church. No, but it mentions the Jews. Okay, and it puts them apart from the church of God because in this context it's talking about unsaved Jews and then unsaved Gentiles and the church of God, which is made up of, saved Jews and saved Gentiles. So that's just one example of the Bible differentiating between Jews, Gentiles, and the church. And I hope this was a blessing to somebody.